Clean, Cracky. Cracky, coming clean. He figured him out. He said pickup truck number 4 is a coward. He figured him out. I've been knowing that. I've known that for the longest. How can I tap you on the shoulder when you're running or hiding in a truck? How can I do that, you idiot? Pay attention. That's right. You don't see me driving around looking for antennas. Richie's. Oh, no, he's over there. No, he's there, Richie. Texting him like a bitch. Pay attention.
Most of us real radio cats are aware of that.
Yeah, but you're not a real radio cat. You're a coward and a liar. Everyone knows that. That's why you just got to say no to crack, and you got to say no to drugs. Pay attention. This isn't too hard to figure out. This is not too hard to figure out. Pay attention. Oh, brother, there it goes. It's like a broken record. Every day the same thing. He keys up with MTA, blah, blah, blah. Unbelievable, man. He's stuck on repeat and retard. Oh, yeah. Enforcer 250, my barefoot radio. Stock as they get. 5 watts.
I could have sworn I thought I might have heard him, sir, but I might have been hearing a video game.
Oh, yeah, there's no 206 out there. He afraid. Ask him, why 206? No gates, no gates. No 206, no gates. You notice?
You like to come out here and start a whole bunch of trouble.
You notice? Pay attention.
Trouble coming back at him. He starts his video game.
Oh, that's what it is. 206 starts trouble and he hides. I get it. Hey, Richie's coming clean again. He's revealing his boyfriend, what he does.
What's up, 250?
Hey, what's up? Going on, brother?
Okay. I did a tune-up on this radio Saturday. It was a real rainy day. How's the sound today? Is it alright? What class?
Oh, yeah, you sounding choice, man.
Alright, I'm on my stock mic right now. But it sounds okay?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. I also readjusted the needle on my radio. Because you know the thick galaxy I do. And you notice that when it's pretty tight. Like everybody always hits you really strong, they hit you like a 9 plus. Very little goes over 9 plus, right? Over 12 foot 1.
Yeah, most of the galaxies that are made today, they're calibrated like that from the factory.
Yeah, nobody hits you with 20, 40, 50, and 60.
Not with my radio, that's not the case. But yeah, with most of the mobile radios, they're coming from the factory like that.
Yeah, well, you and I, I'm talking about the base. You and I have the 2547.
No, I'm not on that radio.
Yeah, well, dude, let's regress. You do have a 2547.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, when they come from the factory, they're a little on the tight side, yeah.
Okay. So, did you go inside yours to make an adjustment? 1 inch.
I had to recalibrate it, yes.
Okay. That's what I did. That's what I'm trying to say. I thought it was pretty tight because somebody can be parked right in front of my station, blow off a kilowatt like 333 does. It sits right in front of my apartment building, and nobody does better than a 9 plus. So I went inside and I generated a signal and I set it to about like 50 decibels because where I was generating the signal was like 8 inches away. So that was good. So just hit me a little better now, but I just wanted you to do that too, because I felt I needed to. That's 2.2.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they purposely they come like that, you know, for whatever reason they're under calibrated. Yeah, what I do, I just put it, I hook it up to my service monitor, and I just inject the proper signal, 100 microvolts, and that would give me S9. And then I just take it from there. But yeah, they're all like that. Galaxies, ranges, you name it. They're all like that. I guess because I guess they do that so when you got people that are close or mobiles, they're on top of each other. They don't, they don't pin each other over, But yeah, I had to do that myself. But yeah, everything is on the money. As soon as I get the radio, I make sure everything's up to spec.
Roger. Now, like right now on this radio, I got you set. You're doing like a 30 plus on me now because you're running E, right?
No, I'm not running less than 5.
Less than 5?
Yeah, about 5. About 5 swinging to about a little over. But no, I got the final section switched off on the radio. Well, you want me to click it on?
Yeah, let's see what this signal meter do.
Oh yeah, audio might have went up too. Yeah, now the driving with the radio normally should work with. Isn't it? You notice any difference?
Oh yeah, the audio went up and your carrier went up. You're almost hitting me with a 40 right now. And that's the amplifier inside the radio on.
That's correct.
Yeah, that 2995 sounds perfect right there. Alright, and I think that's what you should hit me with, because you're not far from me. It's right over there in the Lower East Side, and I'm not far from you over here by the Flatiron. So that's how I have you set now. Now, when I key down and I talk to you, what do I hit you with? Think it's funny.
You're doing a little over 20 over. A little over 20. And, yeah, because don't forget, we got buildings between us. And so on and so forth. I won't get into the details. But, yeah, you're doing about 20, 25, swinging. Nice swing. But, yeah, you notice the difference. Audio went up and so on and so forth. That's the way we should be hitting each other.
Yeah, roger that. All right, I just want to confirm, and I think that's fine. If I'm hitting you with 25, and you're doing 40 here, it's because you have a better antenna setup. I have one of my home brews, so you have an actual factory antenna up there, so it should be better. What I want
That's correct.
is 2550 as I go, I got down.
How's your noise level? You don't hear anything in your background, right? All you hear is 250 in your radio?
Backwards since I recalibrated the S meter. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. No, you had to do it, man. Like I said, that's just the way they come from the factory, and for the reasons I mentioned, that's probably why they deliberately do it like that.
Roger, right on. 2
I tell you that MTA carrier is no joke, man. It takes a lot of the ducks out of my radio.
No, man. Well, yeah. Now I put on my Turner Plus 3. And, I don't know, did I give it a little more swing or anything like that? Because it should be better audio quality on that. And again, I did readjust my audio inside the radio. I turned the variable resistor down just a little bit. I think it was up too high before. Roger, right on.
No, everything is good. Yeah, the audio, I like the fidelity. It's a lot better.
Roger that. Okay, just want to make sure, because that's my next big concern, that I didn't turn it down too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Roger. No, you turned it the right way, the right amount. That's perfect.
Yeah, and I have the RF gain on the radio at 12 o'clock, so it's halfway, and the volume control on the Turner Plus 3 is at 1 o'clock. It's not all the way up either.
No, it sounds a lot better, because I remember when you used to be way over modulated and you had issues in the past. I guess you had it turned up too high initially, but it sounds a lot better now.
Yeah, roger that. Hold on, somebody at my door. Right on. I also got 4K60 transmit, not 180 or 240. That wrong? Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, what's going on out here? Let's get this party started quickly. Oh yeah, let's set it off. Oh yeah, I don't hear the coward out there in the truck. Where is he?
It's 28 minutes.
Oh yeah, look at that, my audio, studio audio. Pay attention.
Small fry.
Oh, he's ready to call Small Fry a junkie. That's funny, man. He almost slipped. That's funny. He almost called Small Fry a junkie. Well, we all know he is already. He's a pill popper. He takes those oxycodone for that bad back of his. that he just had surgery not too long ago? Pay attention.
I almost called him 2-5.
Yeah, he admits it. He almost slipped and called Small Fry a junkie. Wow, man. I mean, I thought he was going to come totally clean. That would have been funny. He knows he's a junkie. Well, you got a crackhead 127 on crack and Pedro Morera on painkillers. You know, that's why he's always screaming 2 pill, 2 pill. He's got to have those 2 pills in him before he could get up in the morning. You know, he's got to sit in that truck all day long on his ass. So he's got to have something to neutralize that pain. I told Cracky he came to the Barclay, I'll neutralize his pain in the membrane. But he's got to come clean. That junkie never come see the dog.
Roger, we got him.
Yes. Oh, you talked to 250. Have you conversed with 927? He's down there in Lower East Side near you.
What's his handle?
I just know he's 927. He's a ham radio operator, but he comes on CB all the time. Can't remember his handle, just that number.
Are you talking about Pappy?
Might be. He might call himself that. It doesn't sound familiar, though.
Yeah, most likely we converse. Yeah. There's a lot of people I know from back in the day, from over 30-something years ago, man. Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, well, he's been keying down a lot recently, and he's the one that inspired me to back the audio down a little bit and also readjust the S-meter, because he has one of these Galaxies also, and he was telling me about it, and I started thinking about it, and it was such a rainy mess up there. I was like, okay, I guess I'll pull it out and work on it. I just hope I made the right decision.
Get down, Pat. It's just an adjustment.
No, you absolutely did, man. I've never heard you sound as good as you sound now. Prior to making those initial adjustments, you never sounded this good. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people like the way I sounded before, but you like this a little better. Okay.
Well, people don't understand how modulation works, and when you're 180% versus 100%, a little over that, where you're at now, that's perfect. You're intelligible. Before you were always sounding like you were screaming, you were getting feedback, and at times, many times I told you to back it down. I couldn't understand you. That's how bad it was at times. But no, it's excellent now, man.
Yeah, I wanted to do it so I can use my D104, but the D104 will not work with this Galaxy. No luck at all.
Money.
Okay, it won't work. What's the issues? You have getting feedback or what? Why wouldn't it work?
Like, when I'm barefoot, every once in a while you hear a little squeal, squeal. And forget about it if I turn on the Fat Boy. If I put the 5 pill on, it's nothing but squeal. You never hear me. So, I don't know what it is. It could be the mic, it could be the radio, just the compatibility of the two. Can't figure it out.
Well, you know what it is with the D104s, especially the Lollipop version, not the handheld. Being that it has a higher end, it has a higher frequency range than the typical mic. Oscillation is very, very easily noticed, and which turns the feedback. So if there's any hint of feedback, in your signal, and it would cause, I would say would cause feedback to occur a lot quicker with that mic than any other mic. Well, that's true with a lot of desk power mics, but with the Lollipop in particular, the D104 bass mic, they're more susceptible to that because of their upper frequency range. Because if you tailor that mic, and if you corrected or added more bass into the unit itself, whether it through electronics, through capacitors, or what have you, or actually change the physical element, you notice that mic won't squeal as easily as if you use the stock element with the stock electronics.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I just feel bad I can't get to use it, you know what I mean? It's just a trophy sitting on the shelf. Oh well, what can you do?
Not much. Anyway, let me get my cup of Java. My second cup, and I'll be back, dude. It's always good. It's always a pleasure hearing you out there, and so we can have good radio communication, man, conversations, I should say. Unfortunately, we don't have enough of it. There's not enough people out here with any kind of IQ. So, usually mostly have that junkie 127 or the other junkie Pedro 206. Those two junkies get together. It's just chaos out here. There's no conversation. So let me have my second cup of Java, and I'll be back. They call me Enforcer 250 with my barefoot 2995, and I'll be back. And I'm back out. Hey, Dark Knight, they're gonna sweat my station now. They're gonna sweat me now, saying how much I got in the radio. They're saying I got 4 pills in here. Pay attention. It's funny how two grown men envy another man.
Yeah, you turn down my phone so I can pick them up. And I'll be listening. Entertain me.
Roger, that's funny. You got to turn your squelch down to hear those ducks. Yeah, I usually have to do the same, because if I have my squelch above the MTA recordings, I don't hear those guys. I don't hear Pedro or Crackhead Richie. It's funny, man, how you have recordings. You have recordings taking out base stations and mobiles with 2x8 pill, because that's what 206 has, a 2x8 pill, and he sits right there at Bayonne waterfront, right at the water, facing Brooklyn. So, we already busted him, man. He claims he's at Wilson Avenue in Newark when 2x4 was at that location and he was nowhere to be found. So, yeah, I love when people get busted and they're lying that they'll never pan the camera when they're talking in the mobile. You gotta love it. Anyway, I'll be right back, dude. I gotta get some Java. Enforcer 250. I'll be back.
Am I holding this low life? Damn, boy. Hey, good morning, Dark Knight. Sounding good over here. I got a video feed of you guys talking, man. I got 30 minutes of the video feed over here. 206 MJ on YouTube if you want to check it out. Come on, Dark Knight, did Horses showed you that video that he promised you about a month ago? Yeah, or what? Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must exit and seek alternate route. No contact, no get back on Dark Knight. Small fry, standing by. Yeah, let's see if he can hear me. Dark Knight, he's talking about that video last month, Don't Cry For Me Pedro, where he's telling you all about how the guy worked up his...
Oh yeah, I'm back. What's going on out here? What's going on? I have my Java and I'm ready to rock on.
You want to sit over here and show you the other video you promised you again?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's funny how I heard Pedro out there crying to US1. US1, why do you ignore me, US1? I have shout you out and you don't respond to me. Crying on the man's shoulder, man, honest. Oh my God, it was sickening, man.
Did he ever put up that video? Because I haven't seen it, and I'm very anxious to see that video.
The man was crying. Look at his audio. What happened? What did Pedro do? He did something. He messed something up. He sounds real low.
He's hearing.
Pay attention.
He ain't hearing. My man jumping in blind, shooting blind, talking like he hears. Okay.
Leo.
Yeah, man, Roger on that jumping and trumpet.
Oh yeah, audio. I hear you, brother.
Yep. We'll see how that affected with the Roger beat, because sometimes we have the beep on and the fat boy on it. That creates for some mess also. It's another reason why I backed that portion of it down.
Yeah, so when you kick the fat boy on, that's when you used to have the problem, right?
Yeah, it would affect my Roger beep and modulation on the D104. It's just, it's a lot. That's a whole lot. And it's right next to it. You see the photographs on my radio station. Unfortunately, my amp is right next to the radio. I wish I could separate the two. It would work a little nicer.
Yeah, they're shouting out once.
Yeah, Roger. No, it sounds good now, man. It's definitely you're doing the job now.
One thing I'm not happy about when I turn up my S meter, my noise level is a lot higher now. I mean, it was always there, but it used to register like a 3. Now I turn up the S meter, the noise level is like a 7 to a 9. I don't know what your noise level's at your location.
Well, that also depends on the radio. That depends on the radio itself. With this radio, my noise level, depending on the time of day, anywhere between 1 and a 3. And that's after recalibrating the radio. But with other, like with any other radio, and I should say that compared to the mobile radios, they don't act the same. As when you increase or when you make that a calibration adjustment, it definitely gives you a different. Because you're obviously affecting the circuit calibration, it's going to give you an increase in apparent noise level.
Yeah, I mean, the noise level is always the same, it's just the register's different. But I'm just thinking to myself now, maybe I'm having too high, because I shouldn't be getting a noise level of 9. I don't think so.
No, that's way too high.
Yeah, I think I got to go back in there and back it down then. And you know what it is? These meters in the Galaxies just suck. That's as simple as that. Because I think the noise level should be like no more than a 3 at this time of day on, let's say, channel 28. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of road traffic. So I shouldn't be hitting me with a 9 or 5.
Supposedly a tough guy too. They were.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's like I said, I like to inject a signal that you're supposed to put in the radio. It's really hard. The way you're doing it, it's not the most accurate means of ejecting a signal, because it's not a reference signal where the service manual say put in 100 microvolts at on this particular frequency with this percent with 30% modulation. Then it'll tell you to turn the modulation totally off, so you got no signal when it's being injected into the radio, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's the proper way to do it, But yeah, you shouldn't have an S9 noise level. That's way too high.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now on 19. I got like a 9 right there. It's way too high.
Roger on that channel 40, man. I'm just doing a little read.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, are you detecting signals? That's probably you're detecting stations right now. But overall, if you're saying you're receiving an S9 as the noise level, I would say that's a little too high. Unless you're on the Freedom Tower or a couple of thousand feet above sea level, then that would be normal.
Just a little read.
Yeah, let me go to look. I'm just going to go around the dial and get an average number. I'll be right back.
Roger.
127.
Oh yeah, nice and quiet out here. And my barefoot radio. Oh yeah, pay attention.
Yo.
This is the way I like it. Unlike Pedro, where he's at the waterfront with a 2x8 pill and saying that he's at Wilson Avenue, but in reality he's right there off the water. He's parked right there off of Bayonne, looking right into Brooklyn so he could shake his boyfriend's hand, little crackhead Richie. Pay attention. He'll never pan the camera when he's actually keying down in the morning show. Pay attention.
Good morning. Well, yeah.
I just love it when pickup truck busted him, man. That was so funny, man.
Man, what you?
Then he even has some guy called Ghost Video, which basically is a guy in a mobile acting like a snitch, a little coward. That's probably his pickup truck, number 4, with that so-called Ghost Video. And I was crushing him. I was crushing Pedro like he wasn't even there. That was funny.
Yeah, they crushing me too.
That was funny. You got to look at that so-called Ghost Video that Pedro commented on.
30 miles away, up in Connecticut.
That was so funny. That was beautiful, man. Hilarious. No, 30 miles away. He was in Wilson Avenue when he was getting busy with not pickup truck, with 2x4. He was claiming his Wilson Avenue, so I don't know what 30 miles away is. Shame on him, mess. I didn't know I was 30 miles away from Newark. Wow, that means I must be 40 miles away from Cracky. I love the way these guys cannot read a map. They have no clue what they're talking about. This is the funniest. Junkie127 says that he's closer to me than he is to what's his name? Trinitron 9. Trinitron 9 is at Coney Island. Crackhead is in central Brooklyn, yet I'm closer to Trinitron 9 and I'm over here in Manhattan. Pay attention. When you hear stuff like that, you're like, this guy is on some shit, man. He's smoking K2 or something. When he says a man in Manhattan's closer to Coney Island than a man in central Brooklyn, you know there's something wrong with that boy. Well, he's just plain stupid. He just don't know how to read a map.
206, you hear Trent? Nah, I don't hear Trent.
I was just making a point. I know Trent's not out there, and I didn't say he was out there right now. I was just making a point. You know, the illiterates you have out here, and how dysfunctional they are.
Well, 2 times. He called him 2 times. When 206 is not on the...
Crush. I don't want to hear that boy. I know he's in Richie Strawberry. That's the only reason he's talking right now. If he's not Richie Strawberry Patch, then he doesn't talk. Then he waits to 6 o'clock when I'm gone. Pay attention.
Showing that, no doubt, but I don't hear him.
Pay attention. Everyone reads the radio. Pay attention.
I didn't hear Trent's wrong either, but...
See, that's the only way there's two junkies could shake hands, hold hands, is when Pedro's in Richie's Strawberry Patch. That's when they're holding hands and talking over me. But it's all good, man. It's not about who can talk over who. It's about truth and justice. And that's all I provide out here, the American way. And I did say I'm going to make America, not America, I'm going to make 19 great again. And Donald J. Trump is going to make America great again. I'm just going to make 19 great again. That's the least I could do.
10-4 on that, man. Let me stand back here, man.
That's the least I could do is make 19 great again. Lord have mercy.
Take another pause for the cause.
Yeah, when Richie says that, means he's going to go smoke his crack. He'll be back. He'll be back in a half hour.
Oh my God, I haven't seen me.
Wow, it's going to be 90 on Thursday. Lord have mercy. Woo, that's hot.
NYC Radio 1, no space. NYC Radio 1 on YouTube. Alright, take a pause for the call. Hey, did you see them?
Yeah, someone's keying up over the junkies. I don't hear them when that carrier keys up.
Do what?
Thank you. Keep keying up. I don't want to hear that monkey crying.
On that, miss.
That's funny, right? You got to play that. You got to play that song, "Holding Back the Tears."
Tri-State got their tears tissues.
You got to play back that song, "Holding Back the Tears." It's just too funny out here. You got two junkies holding hands because one's in the strawberry patch and they're talking like they're 5-10 miles away. Pay attention.
Well, I'm in Newark. But I'm in Newark.
Yeah, he says he's in Newark, and when 2x4 was in Newark, Pedro was in Bayonne at the waterfront. Pay attention. He got busted, and then he's still lying. That's why his nose keeps on growing.
Well, that's the...
Yeah, well, yeah, I won't lie. I'll tell you the truth. I can't, listen to the words, those stumbling monkeys.
It's about 13 miles away.
They're going to make excuses. They're going to complain. They're going to do that. But just push on Pedro. Say, you know what? When you're in Newark at Wilson Avenue in your truck yard, why don't you pan the camera? Pan the camera phone and put it on your YouTube page. He hasn't put a new video on his page in how long? Because he's a liar. Everyone busted him in his lies. He claims he was like Canal Street. He got busted. There's no way he's in Canal and he's going to take out me to Richie. So we caught him there lying. Then he claims he was at Wilson Avenue and 2x4 busted him because 2x4 was at Wilson Avenue. We were talking right over him. It's funny how a grown-ass man can lie like a baby, man, like a little child. Oh, I'm at Wilson Avenue. Then pan the camera. When you, if you are where you're at, or where you claim to be at, then pan the camera. We all know you're at Bayonne, at the waterfront. So stop your lying. And if you're not there, you're a Metropolitan in Brooklyn and Richie's backyard. So stop your lying.
It's not too hot. It's 2 pills, 2.
You gotta love it, man. Now I got 4 pills, 10 pills. Pay attention. I got Barefoot Radio. I don't have to lie. What am I make up stories for? I don't have no external amplification whatsoever. Pay attention. See, when he says 2 pills, that's painkiller. That's his code for painkiller. Ask him, why does he take 2 pills? Because of his back. Pay attention.
That's what I got.
That's what he takes, 2 pills. That's what he uses. He's on that oxycodone. Pay attention.
All right. 2 pills.
Hey, it's funny. Hey, Johnny, you can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this up. It's funny. 2 pills, 2 pills. Do I take that crying bitch out of your radio? It's funny, man. It's funny. It's funny how he goes to Bayonne to the waterfront so he could hold crackhead's hand, and then he claims he's at Wilson Avenue in a truck yard, man. And he gets busted by so many people, and he still lies. He got busted by 2x4. 2x4 was in at Wilson Avenue, and Pedro was nowhere to be found. Then he claims one day he was at Canal Street in my neighborhood, and Stevie Ramone was there in 2 minutes, and he was only doing a 9 to Ramone. He goes, "Oh no, I'm in Jersey. I couldn't wait for you. I was here for an hour." He knows damn well he will not dare stay in Manhattan for more than 90 seconds. I mean, the guy's a joke, man. He's a coward. He's in a mobile, and he flies. He never meets people, and he claims he's going to meet them. The only time they meet up with him is when he don't have a choice, when they meet him at his truck yard, and he can't get away. And they go to pound him the fuck out, and he's like, "I was only kidding. Let me shake your hand. It's only the radio."
How's your show?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. How's everything on your side?
Tell him to give me a call.
That's it, man. You know, thank God, you know, you're healthy. You got your health, your family, and so on and so forth. And, you know, God bless everyone on your side, and that's all that matters, man. That you have your health, and that you're walking. You have 2 feet and 2 hands, and you're able to do for yourself, man. You know, unlike certain people that are on Section 8 and they live in the basement crack den. You know, at least you're doing the right thing. Even if you struggle now and then, we all do. At least you're doing the right thing, man. You're not on welfare, and you're not one of those government leeches. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not, though, Mikey. Gotta make the paper. You know the way it is. You gotta do what I gotta do.
That's it, man. I worked all my life, and I continue to work. And you know, I speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone out there. You know, people have their issues, their medical problems. Then you got people that are suffering from psychosis, like Crackhead 127, who's highly delusional, thinks he's got 4 badges, thinks he married Sade. He says he's the offspring of Joe Pistone. You know, things like that. You know, so you know, like, thank God we have our senses and we have our mental status in the right place. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is, man. Anyway, let me put it on the rack. It's good hearing you. It's good hearing you, Johnny. It's always a pleasure. And I'm just going to put it on the rack, finish the rest of my Java, and continue to finish what I'm doing here so I can get the hell out the door, head to the salt mine. You know what it is? A Forza 250 with my barefoot $29.95. Oh, yeah. And my Audio, my studio quality. Actually, it's not only studio quality, it's actually studio mic that I just picked up recently in one of my recent unboxing. But I got a new piece of gear that I got to put in line. I haven't done it yet. I've been so busy. A whole new mixer, a whole new mixing board. So I just got to upgrade that that portion of the setup here. Anyway, good talking to you, brother. Drive safe and get to your destination. And it's going to get warm starting today. The temperature's going to keep on climbing. So whoever's got to go out there and actually work, stay cool, and those who can live off the system like 127 in his Section 8 crackhead basement apartment. Well, you know what I got to say about that. Hopefully Donald J. Trump is going to eliminate those entitlements and put these lazy bitches to work. Anyway, I got to go, man. Enforcer 250, if you like my show, check me out on YouTube. Enforcer Space 250, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., excluding weekends, holidays, and vacation. Check me out. Enforcer Space 250 on YouTube. Until next time, you know who it is. Don't despair, because 250 will always be there. Check me out. Sit back and have some popcorn. But don't do drugs. Pay attention. Enforcer 250, your friend to the end. Treetop tall, king of them all. Somewhere on the lower deck. Then I just got down. I'm not gonna let those junkies talk about me, because that's the only way they can communicate with each other when the big boss with the hot sauce is off the key. 7-3, everyone. God bless, and have a better day today and a better one tomorrow. You know who said that? Enforcer 250 with his 5-star Renault show. Check me out. YouTube 250. Enforcer 250 on YouTube. Pay attention.
I was talking for an hour. What time is it? 5:55? For about 50 minutes now. We've been talking for about 5.
And I'll let that little whiny crybaby talk.
You take them out. So not even worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, I was signing off, but I hear that whining. That's one guy, man. I just want to grab that skinny neck of his and just strangle him. It's that whining voice of Pedro Morera, 206. He's like, I'm not gonna raise my voice. Whining like an old hag.
50 minutes we were talking. We're talking for about 50.
He has no bass in his voice, and he's always whining. That's why he's a woman in a man's body, just like little Yanni, a transgender, a whining little bitch. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm talking slim fast. What a whining whore.
It's the freaking frack show, Pistol. It's the freaking...
The only way he's able to talk to Pistol is when he's in his strawberry patch, or he's at the waterfront of Bayonne. Pay attention. Anyway, I gotta go, man. 250's Cliff.
But that thing sounds all fucked up, man. It sounds all fucked up. If my radio sounded like that, I would not key it up. Like, what's his name told? Johnny Rat told him.